Solo Sikoa lifting Cody Rhodes up. Spear from Roman. Cover, hook to the leg. Cody somehow survives.
Are you kidding me? How? How did Rhodes survive?
Desire is how, Corey. Grit is how, Corey. This is how bad Cody Rhodes wants to finish his story. What the?
It can't be.
It is.
John Cena's here. Cena's in WrestleMania.
A saving grace for Cody Rhodes. John Cena here. They'll fight off Solo Sikoa.
Solo sent crashing to the outside, courtesy of the franchise.
And an attitude adjustment.
The Tribal Chief has been dropped.
And now John Cena with Solo Sikoa and through the announce table.
Oh, hold on, guys. Hold on.
You gotta be kidding me.
The final boss is at WrestleMania.
What a moment this is.
Brings back memories from WrestleMania over a decade ago.
Now this is a WrestleMania moment.
Rock and Cena face to face, feeding off the electricity of this crowd.
This is absolutely surreal.
Oh, and right for the rock bottom!
The final boss strikes, and Cena is down.
And now The Rock taking off the Mama Rhodes weight belt, and he's going to use it against Cody.
What? Oh.
No way. No way. Guys?
What is going on here? We know that music all too well, but
It's Seth Rollins! And a Superman punch by Reigns intercepts Rollins, who's out here in the old Shield gear. Now what? Undertaker's in the ring!
oh my gosh!
The Great One face to face with the Reaper at WrestleMania.
Undertaker with the Rock! Choke slam! The Undertaker's back in WrestleMania!
Unreal.
And now Roman Reigns and Cody Rhodes struggling to grab a hold of the steel chair in the ring.
Both men struggling to their feet. Roman beats Cody Rhodes. And this could be disastrous for the American Nightmare.
Poetic justice.
Roman has never forgotten and has never forgiven.
Roman Reigns setting up, looking for the spear to put Cody away.
No! Cody catches Roman. Crossroads.
And another crossroads.
Looking for the trifecta now.
Finish the story.
Everybody seems to think that WrestleMania 40 was the night the bloodline ended. But anyone who knows us knows that it's going to take more than one bad night to bring us down. If anything, we're just getting started.
Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Paul Heyman, and I serve as special counsel and the wise man to your tribal chief, Roman Reigns, the undisputed, uncontroverted, unquestioned leader of the Bloodline, the most dominant group in recent memory and in the entire history of WWE.
The Bloodline has all the damn gold.
For nearly 40 years, I have worked for, alongside, and even employed the absolute greatest superstars to ever do it.
Just how dangerous do you want to live?
I've created the Dangerous Alliance, led an extreme revolution with ECW, and managed the most legendary of all champions. And for me, none of that compares to the relationship I've built with the Anoa'i, Fatu, and Maivia families, the triumvirate that composes this dynasty that we know more colloquially as the Bloodline. My time with this family goes back 40 years. I've led them into battle, strategized with them, and have watched their children grow into top-tier superstars who have also created their own impressive legacies. And so it is my great honor to serve as your host for the WWE 2K25 showcase featuring a dynasty like no other, the Bloodline.
When you look at this incredible family tree, this is proof that there is only one royal family in professional wrestling, bound by blood.
A blood bond forged between High Chief Peter Maivia and Amatua Anai Anoa'i, the father of Afa and Sika, the wild Samoans, created a force that has dominated professional wrestling for over 5 decades. An elite collection boasting names like the Wild Samoans, Afa and Sika, as well as The Rock, Rikishi, Umaga, Yokozuna, Nia Jax, Jimmy and Jey Uso, Solo Sikoa, Jacob Fatu, and of course, your tribal chief, Roman Reigns. They've owned championships, filled arenas, packed stadiums, broken box office records, years and decades of dedication to the craft, perfecting their art with each passing generation, ultimately leading us to right here, right now, with the Bloodline having dominated WWE for the last half decade. As your humble wise man, it is my duty to take you through some of the most ferocious battles featuring the greatest warriors in the family. Not everything goes according to plan, and this year we're going to give you a chance to right the historical wrongs and change history to bring more glory to the bloodline. It's our showcase, after all. Honestly, their only real competition is themselves.
Acknowledge me!
All of this fighting amongst each other, this constant power struggle, I won't let all of that ruin this moment. Because it's not just about Solo Sikoa or Roman Reigns. It's not just about the Usos. It's about every single member of their family that came before them, who built the lineage, and who made them into the superstars that they've become today. It's been said elsewhere that wrestling has more than one royal family. That's undeniably true. Also undeniably true is that for all of those other families, there's only one bloodline dynasty. In a family that specialized in brute force over the years, perhaps no one better personified this than Rodney Anawai, nephew to the Wild Samoans, better known to the WWE Universe as the mighty Yokozuna. The family's first world heavyweight champion, Yokozuna arrived to WWE in the fall of 1992. An imposing behemoth, to say the least, Yokozuna would make an immediate statement, winning the 1993 Royal Rumble just a few months after his debut. This victory would grant him a WWE Championship match at WrestleMania 9, where he took on Bret the Hitman Hart. This meteoric rise to the top was only a hint of the dominance Yokozuna would have on WWE for the next year. 2 WWE championships, a WWE Tag Team Championship, victory over the era's titans like Bret Hart, Undertaker, Lex Luger, and Hulk Hogan.
Yokozuna is my middle name. I'm named after my uncle. I carry it with like so much pride and weight on my shoulders just because of like what he's done for this business and like who he is as a person too. It's a cool middle name to have, man. I represent it with the pride, man, that I have. Hopefully, man, I'm making him proud by doing it.
The manner in which Yokozuna melded incredible size with unspeakable agility shocked the WWE Universe, who to that point were used to their monsters hitting hard but moving slow. Yokozuna broke the mold, punishing opponents with super kicks, uranagis, leg drops, and of course, his devastating Banzai drop. A maneuver so effective that once it had connected, nobody kicked out of it. Nobody.
Rodney was a very unique talent. I think the way he was able to handle all the pressure, it was kind of parallel to how he was in the ring. For someone to be so big and to be so nimble, you just don't see that very often. Rodney was one of those first solo guys, singles competitor guys that was able to go out there and really just make waves, make a big splash. I mean, pun intended, I guess. You know, that fool jumped in the pool, he'd knock out all the water, and that's the way it felt sometimes. He would go into those arenas and just suck in all the energy and be able to give it back. So when I look at Rodney, I see someone very similar to me, someone who understands the top, the very, very top of the game, the top position, and everything that goes along with it.
In a career filled with so many highlight reel moments, perhaps nothing stands out more than when Yokozuna faced and defeated the so-called immortal Hulk Hogan at the first King of the Ring event in 1993. looking to humiliate Hogan after the Hulksters stole Yokozuna's WWE Championship only 2 minutes after Yokozuna defeated Bret Hart for the title months earlier at WrestleMania 9. Yokozuna entered the ring totally focused on the task at hand. And on that night, he not only got revenge, but his victory would send Hogan packing from WWE for nearly 9 years.
Hulk Hogan is finished.
Many felt that Yokozuna had indeed killed Hulkamania. Now you get to possess the power of the mighty Yokozuna and deal out punishment to Hulk Hogan to walk out of the King of the Ring, a 2-time WWE champion. Showcase the ability and the agility that made Yokozuna a Hall of Fame performer and take Hulkamania down. Banzai.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is an event of international magnitude. Photographers from around the world as they are documenting Yokozuna's every move.
Coming down the aisle with Mr. Fuji is the challenger from Polynesia Islands, weighing 550 pounds, Yokozuna!
One thing, Corey, he's 550 pounds, bigger than he's ever been.
And I understand Hulk Hogan trimmed down so he can have more speed, more endurance. But I'll tell you something, Hogan's got to take him out early.
This is going to answer a lot of unanswered questions from WrestleMania 9. A lot of pressure on the president of WWE for what he did. But this is Yokozuna versus Hulk Hogan. Let the winner be the winner.
One thing's for sure, Hogan will be quicker. He will be faster than he's ever been in any previous title defense.
Well, this is going to be interesting because he's wrestling a fresh Yokozuna this time. Not a man who's already wrestled a 15-minute match with Bret the Hitman Hart.
Well, Hogan and Yokozuna's last match lasted less than 30 seconds when Hogan won the title at WrestleMania.
Well, I can tell you, this match will go much longer. Yokozuna will not be caught by surprise this time.
Listen to this.
What a phenomenal ovation for the WWE Champion.
His opponent, coming down the aisle with his manager, the Mouth of the South, Jimmy Hart, from Venice Beach, California, weighing in 302 pounds, the WWE Champion, Hulk Hogan.
You can feel this facility shake, literally moving. The rafters shaking with the ovation of the WWE Champion, Hulk Hogan.
Hulk Hogan thrives on these people. He thrives on the Hulksters, the little Hulksters. This is what keeps this man going.
Hulk Hogan's relying on the fans. He wants to hear them cheer. He wants to draw strength from them. But Yokozuna's focused. He has not taken his eyes off Hulk Hogan. He is ready, believe me.
The Hulkster ready for war, and you can bet, ladies and gentlemen, it will be warfare here.
Well, he's been saying for weeks that he is going to be the first man to slam Yokozuna.
Oh, nobody slams Yokozuna.
Well, we'll see. Hulk Hogan wanted to prove it was not a fluke that he beat Yokozuna. And now, we're going to find out if it was a fluke or not.
Intensity on the face of the champion. Challenger in the corner, looking more determined than I've ever seen. Michael Cole. Eliminating from King of the Ring 1993 alongside Corey Graves and Byron Saxton, where Yokozuna hopes to regain the WWE Championship he lost in record time to Hulk Hogan.
Both men coming in with so much to prove. Hogan wants to prove his controversial WrestleMania win was no fluke. And he's also promised to finally slam the 550-pound giant right through the ring.
Yokozuna wants to erase the memory of his initial title reign that lasted mere seconds. He knows that a fresh Yokozuna can beat a fresh Hulk Hogan, and tonight is the chance to prove it.
Still so much more action to come after this amazing matchup. Of course, we have the King of the Ring finals later, but before then, there will be an 8-man tag team match with the Steiner Brothers and the Hip Shrinkers on opposite sides.
You want to talk about unfinished business from WrestleMania? Those two teams went to war back in Vegas, and I expect even more hard hits here tonight.
Ooh. We know each man's strategy coming in. Yokozuna has added 50 pounds to his frame since WrestleMania, while Hogan has actually slimmed down since he captured the WWE Championship.
Indeed, we're going to see more speed, more endurance from the Hulkster. But now that Yokozuna has hit 550 pounds, every kick, every leg drop, and every bonsai drop will be even more impactful.
Oh, scattered that one. Can we talk about Yokozuna's meteoric rise in WWE? He's accomplished quite a lot in a short amount of time.
Just look at the man's track record at major events. He made his premium event debut with a quick win at Survivor Series, won the Royal Rumble in dominant fashion, and then captured the WWE title in the main event of WrestleMania.
But that momentum ground to a halt after Mr. Fuji's ill-timed challenge ended Yokozuna's title reign after mere minutes. Yokozuna needs to get back on top with a win here tonight.
Just a relentless assault from Yokozuna.
Yokozuna making Hogan regret wanting this match. I love it.
Moves from the ring to the outside. And Yokozuna didn't see that coming. You can see Mr. Fuji at ringside. He's shown he will do anything to earn his client the win.
Indeed he has, but he might actually rein things in tonight. We saw at WrestleMania that Fuji's interference earned Yokozuna the win against Bret Hart. But when he tried it again against Hogan, it backfired.
And not to mention that this time, Hogan has Jimmy Hart in the opposite corner. The mouth of... Oh, no. Bear hug of pride. This is not good for the Hulkster.
Bear hug! Well placed elbow. We'll get you out of it.
That might be enough. Yes, it is.
Yoko now. Belly-to-belly slam.
That's got to be the end of Hulkamania.
Jimmy Hart trying to rally. And a kick out by Hogan with authority.
Hulk Hogan's not done yet. Hulk Hogan is coming alive.
Yokozuna back to his feet. Big chop to Hogan. And Hogan's starting to hulk up here.
How many times have we seen this over the years?
These massive strikes from Yokozuna having absolutely no effect on Hogan.
Hogan fired up. Hogan's ready to go.
Hogan feeding off the energy of all the Hulkamaniacs.
And here comes Hulk. And Yokozuna being backed up to the ropes. Big boot.
I can't believe Yokozuna's still standing.
Hogan continuing to pour on the offense. A second big boot, but Yoko still on his feet.
Don't let up, Hulkster. Keep swinging, keep firing away.
That boot, Yoko staggering, stunning, and he's down.
Drop the leg, Hogan. Drop the leg.
Hogan, leg drop. Here's the cover on Yoko, who kicked out of the leg drop.
What? Get Mr. Fuji out of there. Hogan feeding off the energy. Whoa, wait a minute. What is that photographer doing on the apron?
There's a match going on. What the heck?
What was that?
What in the world just happened here?
Oh, no. Oh, strongest splash.
Yokozuna demonstrating his full power. Hogan's in trouble.
Body on body with force.
Tremendous athleticism from Yokozuna.
Unique as they come, they broke the mold with him, Saxton.
Splash!
Massive.
Oh, what a counter, knees!
That'll buy you some valuable time.
And Hogan falling victim to a slew of offense.
Yokozuna taking the fight to Hulk Hogan. The Hulkster's rocked.
Big reversal from the Hulk.
Oh, shocking inside cradle.
Small packages could be it.
The challenger stays alive.
No time to waste being shocked. You've got to maintain pressure.
And he retaliates. Bats with a punch to the gut.
Here we go. It's popping off.
These two are clearly fired up, going higher with a straight shot there. Answering back.
Just teeing off with that fight forever vibe.
WWE Universe appreciating these athletes going all out. Oh, man.
Toe-to-toe, treating each other like heavy bags.
Ooh.
Fist after fist. Neither one relenting here.
Oh, jeez. Looking absolutely rocked.
High angle belly-to-back super. Flex.
The big man, Yokozuna.
Devastating leg drop.
Now the pin for the championship. Forces the shoulder up after two.
Now is not the time to wallow in disbelief. Pressure must be kept on. Hooked him up.
And a suplex. High level of offense on display from Yokozuna.
Yeah, Yokozuna is executing his game plan.
And this one might be headed ringside.
The boom. It's over. Hulk Hogan showing Yokozuna where the power lies. Get him, Hulkster.
Quite the battle brewing here between Hogan and Yokozuna.
This is exactly what the crowd wanted to see back at WrestleMania.
Sent into the corner.
Dragging his opponent out of the corner and a thunderous headbutt from Yoko.
It is only going to get worse for the opponent of Yokozuna. From the middle rope.
Bullseye drop.
It just got as bad as it could for the champ.
Two.
And Yokozuna is once again champion.
I can't believe it.
The winner of this bout, and new WWE Champion, Yokozuna.
We have the official word. Yokozuna is indeed the new WWE Champion. We may have just witnessed the end of Hulkamania, gentlemen.
There's no may about it, Cole. Yokozuna just conquered Hogan, and every newspaper in Japan is going to be filled with pictures of our new WWE Champion.
Here in the heartland of America, the heart of Hulkamania has just stopped beating. Hulk Hogan is finished.
Our next chapter sees the showcase spotlight shine on an area in which the family built their legacy: tag team wrestling. Starting with the Wild Samoans, Afa and Sika, all the way through to more recent champions like the Usos or Tama Tonga and Tonga Loa, this dynasty has always excelled in tag team competition, consistently showing an ability to dominate the division with a wide variety of looks. And the first team that we will look at, accompanied to the ring by Alpha himself.
Fatu and Samu, the Head Shrinkers.
They put the fear in people's hearts. That's what the Head Shrinkers did back in the day. Second to none in that ring. You know, hard-nosed, battle-tested. They went for it every single night.
More astute fans may also know that early in their journeys, Samu and Fatu were managed by me, Paul Heyman, then known as Paul E. Dangerously, and the SST, the Samoan SWAT team.
The Samoan SWAT team is here. Vengeance is mine.
Already an imposing force that early on, their future greatness was obvious to so many industry experts. Alpha, more than anybody, knew he had the team on his hands, with Samu being his son and Fatu his nephew. The tribal elder was able to mentor both, instilling in them the same unrelenting approach to competition that made the wild Samoans world famous. The team toured through regional promotions before a quick stop with me in WCW, but WWE was always their goal. Upon arrival, it was clear that the dynasty's next generation had indeed arrived, immediately drawing comparisons to their world-renowned predecessors. 10 years before it became cool to say, Samu and Fatu displayed ruthless aggression in the ring, overwhelming opponents before the bell and continuing the non-stop attack until their hands were raised in victory. Deceptively agile for men of their size, they brutalized the opposition with devastating dives from the top rope. The duo would eventually go on to capture the WWE Tag Team Championships in the spring of 1994, fulfilling the promise and carrying the legacy to even greater heights. At WrestleMania 9, the Head Shrinkers' one and only in-ring WrestleMania appearance saw them taking on Rick and Scott, the Steiner brothers.
Be prepared, Steiner brothers. We're gonna give you a pain that you have never felt before.
While I'm not one to make excuses, I am one to give opportunities to you, our expert gaming member of the WWE Universe. And so, today, you have the opportunity to make things right. WrestleMania 9, Las Vegas, Nevada. The Steiners performed at a near-perfect level that day, able to find every reversal and in the chaos emerge victorious. We are asking you to fix that, stop them in their tracks, and get the Head Shrinkers that WrestleMania victory you and I both know they deserve. But if you're not careful, you're going to find yourself reliving the very same memories that have haunted Samu and Fatu for years. Steiner lines, suplexes, Frankensteiners that will all bring your evening to a vicious, miserable end.
One of the toughest teams in WWE history.
Nearly 600 pounds of pure savagery.
As a tag team match set for one fall. On the way to the ring, accompanied by Alpha at a combined weight of 565 pounds. Samu and Fatu, the Head Shrinkers.
Fair warning, this one may not be too pretty, guys.
You talk about rugged individuals. These are two tag teams that can really bring the fight to anyone that steps in their path.
Yeah, there's about to be a seismic collision in the ring.
This match means so much to the Steiners and to the Head Shrinkers.
Well, the whole world is focusing on WrestleMania 9, and the last thing you want to do is come up on the short end.
Pride is on the line, and as is a stake to the claim of being the toughest team in all of WWE.
The Steiner brothers getting a tremendous ovation here in their first WrestleMania, and we'll see if they can carry on Michigan's winning ways.
And their opponents, at a combined weight of 531 pounds, Rick and Scott, the Steiner Brothers.
The Steiner brothers are one of the most promising tag teams we've ever seen in WWE.
But Samu and Fatu are looking to stomp out any of that promise right here at WrestleMania.
Let me warn the WWE Universe right now. This is going to be a brutal match. Just two heavy-hitting tag teams going at it. Physical, smash-mouth wrestling. And like Saxton said, it won't be pretty at all.
Big fight feel in Las Vegas as gladiators face off here at WrestleMania 9.
And we are watching four men who would have been right at home inside of a Roman Coliseum. The Head Shrinkers and the Steiners are ready for a true battle.
Both teams are relatively new to WWE, but we've seen that each duo is not afraid to get physical. Each side is looking for their first WrestleMania win, and they will do anything to earn it.
He finds a counter. WrestleMania 9 shaping up to be a big night in the tag division, guys.
Indeed it is, Michael. Two great young teams competing now. And later tonight, none other than Hulk Hogan will lead the Mega Maniacs against Money Inc. for the tag team titles.
Odds makers in Nevada have the smart money on Hulk Hogan leaving Vegas with the gold tonight.
That was just wrong. You should be a better person than that.
Goes into the corner. Tag is made. Partner going up top.
Uh-oh. Uso splash. That has to take all the breath out of you.
Vice-like grip on the trapezius muscle. This is terribly painful.
The Head Shrinkers accompanied at ringside by Alpha, but he's not the only tag team legend serving in a managerial role tonight.
That's right, Michael. Just like Alpha, Mr. Fuji earned many WWE tag titles as a wrestler. But now, he's hoping to lead Yokozuna to the WWE Championship.
And looking at all the top young talent in this ring, I see many other main event stars of the future that could follow the lineage of Yoko.
I've seen Samu and Fatu headbutt each other during matches. If they do that to their own flesh and blood, who knows what they'll do to the Steiners?
It's just a byproduct of the brutal take-no-prisoners offense of the Head Shrinkers, Byron. These guys will bite, scratch, and claw their way to a win. Rulebook be damned.
And with Rick and Scott coming from an amateur collegiate background, they might be a bit more hesitant to bend the rules. Hopefully the Steiners can adapt, and fast.
Oh! The Head Shrinkers and Steiners are two of the brightest young teams in WWE. But they both come to this match with a few years of experience in WCW.
The Steiner brothers earned many tag accolades in WCW, but Rick and Scott have their share of singles titles too.
Meanwhile, Samu and Fatu were never quite able to break through before WWE. You know that has to serve as motivation for the Head Shrinkers tonight.
Getting him right into the corner.
Oh, that'll turn your skin red, and that blow has him wavering.
After that, maybe it's time to tag out for a second. Running knee! power slam.
As we find ourselves surrounded by all this pageantry, do you think either of these teams is feeling the pressure of their first WrestleMania?
I can tell you that Samu and Fatu truly did not care. Alpha has turned these men into brutal fighters who simply want to destroy their opponents no matter where the fight takes place.
And as for the Steiners, we know they have big match experience, tons of amateur championship bouts in college, and some of WCW's biggest events. Even those can't hold a candle to the spectacle of WrestleMania.
He got it! Tag me!
And Fatu got tested there.
Rick Steiner wielding his power with expert know-how.
Snap! Pile driver!
Just a flagrant display of aggression to do something like that.
Before this match began, you heard the Steiners speak backstage. Scott saying, quote, "Me and my brother are going to go out with a game plan and do what we do best, and that's wrestle."
That's all well and good for the Steiner brothers, but Alpha has gone on record saying that his men are looking to tear Rick and Scott's heads off. In the corner, has to find a way out of there.
Oh, well scouted by Steiner. Pulled in from belly to belly. Can he do it here? Gets the shoulder up at one.
He clearly has no intention of staying down. Oh, my goodness.
Just punishing their opponent.
And we are really seeing the amazing skill sets of all four men in this tag team showcase.
Well, we already know Fatu might be defeated here. He gets the kick out after the one.
All the punishment he's taken, and yet he's still in this match?
Arm wringer in control.
Oof. But here comes the fire.
And into the turnbuckle he goes.
And double headbutt.
Looks like Steiner got busted up pretty good on that one.
And that will slow Rick for the moment.
Yeah, Fatu put a little extra oomph into that one.
Look at this, just
What a barrage of stops.
just a nasty headbutt. Uh-oh.
Well-placed elbow to break up the maneuver.
These two have learned each other so well.
Gut-wrench suplex.
In off the tag here.
And he gets set back into the ring. Face buster plants him. What's he doing here, Corey?
The colossal clutch.
The more he fights, the more... Slipped right underneath, and just like that, he's out of the hold.
Put in the corner now.
Oh, right across the throat.
He's in a bit of agony now.
At this point in the match, I say make the tag and recover as much as you can.
Got the tag.
Just in time, too. Oh, good gravy. Thrown into the corner with a little something extra.
Bang! Crucial counter there.
Power slam.
Sent out of the ring the hard way. Oh, my God. Picture perfect backbreaker. And now gets tossed into the ring. He gets sent straight down to the floor.
Right to the kidneys from behind.
At this stage, the damage is really mounted.
Yeah, he's just running on fumes now.
Uh-oh, headbutt.
Nothing fancy there. And look at from
a back suplex.
Now's the time to beat the count.
And he slides him back to the mat. Just sent crashing. To the arena floor. And now thrown back into the ring. Tags into the match.
The WWE Universe is pouring more fuel on his fire right now. Knew what was coming there. Has him set up in the corner of the...
Tags made. Steiner's looking to put their opponent away. Heading up now to the top rope. Here comes the classic move. Steinerizer.
Big move from the Steiners. Might just end things.
Kicks out after one.
Still has a great amount of fight in them. Not going to let it end like this.
And guys, what a war we're witnessing between the Steiners and the Head. Tag made. Classic Steiner Brothers tag team. Up to the top rope. Here comes the Steinerizer. Connecting big time.
Is that enough to finally put down the Head Shrinkers?
No! 2 count.
Really had less than a second to stay alive there.
Rick gets that sent right back to him. And there goes Steiner sent outside the ring.
Fatu like a one-man wrecking machine right now, cleaning house.
Oh, look at this, the power by Scott Steiner.
But the tag was made and Scott not aware.
Big kick.
Scott Steiner did not see the blind tag made by Samu.
Oh, this is not looking good for Steiner.
And this is what the Head Shrinkers do. Top-tier tag team wrestling. Steiner didn't see the tag, decided to hot dog around, and got a foot in the face for it. Down in a hurry. And the core taking on some damage.
Oh, what a jumping headbutt. Oh, tossed aside.
Look at this. Vicious backbreaker.
Oh, man. Jarring headbutt.
Samu's gaining the upper hand.
The Head Shrinkers smartly keeping themselves out of the grasp of Rick and Scott Steiner.
There is a method to the madness of the Head Shrinkers.
That's using your head. Ah, there's a headbutt.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, what a jumping headbutt.
Being placed in the corner here.
Oh, compressed in the corner.
Samu setting himself up top. tag.
Clothesline.
Can this be it? Is this the end?
That's from the top.
Diving headbutt. The head shrinkers, the Steiners, taking each other to the limit in the...
Tag. Double team coming. Oh, face first.
That's it. No way the Steiners come back now.
2. And he fights it off. Thought he had it.
You gotta be kidding me.
Definitely some damage dealt to him there.
Steiner putting those amateur instincts to good use.
Flying
From the top with the splash. And the head shrinkers just might have it.
2 count. And the head shrinkers get the win.
Clearly an attack that very few superstars can perform with such ease.
And Fatu, the Head Shrinkers.
And what a huge win for the head shrinkers tonight.
Samu and Fatu making their family proud and proving themselves as top contenders in the tag division.
Hey, let's put this in the simplest of all terms. Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson is the biggest celebrity on the face of the planet today. Now, whether he's a blue chipper, the people's champion, or as we know him right now, the final boss, The Rock has always commanded all of the attention in the arena since the very first moment he made his WWE debut at the 1996 Survivor Series. Born into this business, The Rock would become WWE's first ever third-generation superstar, following in the footsteps of his father and grandfather. Who had competed in WWE rings before him.
Dwayne had a huge responsibility. There's a legacy, and you have to take it so seriously.
Even with incredibly high expectations, the Great One surpassed them all, along with the usual achievements if your name is The Rock: 2 Intercontinental Championships, 5 Tag Team Championships, 8 WWE Heavyweight Championships, a Royal Rumble victory, not even to forget the fact that The Rock once led an entire nation. The Rock has one of the more noteworthy feats in WWE history, earning WrestleMania victories over Hulk Hogan, Stone Cold Steve Austin, and John Cena. Each of these men are known as the faces of their respective era. Each of these men found out what happens when you go one-on-one. Oh, you know the rest. Of course, The Rock rivaled Stone Cold Steve Austin's popularity during the vaunted Attitude Era, tearing opponents down with rock bottoms and people's elbows while tearing them apart on the mic with cutting one-liners and catchphrases that are still recited to this day.
If you smell, know your role and shut your mouth.
He ended CM Punk's 434-day title reign as WWE Champion at the 2013 Royal Rumble as well, after having only competed twice over the previous 9 years, displaying the always ready mentality and physical conditioning on which he has built his global brand. But you don't need me to rattle off The Rock's resume to you, now do you? Of course not. The man is an occasion unto himself. He has headlined the biggest events against WWE's most iconic superstars and has always found a way to, how does he put it? Layeth the smackdown on some jabroni's candy ass. I couldn't have said it better myself, although I think I may have just done that. But indeed, he has. On a Thursday night in February of 1997, The Rock, still known as Rocky Maivia, would find himself challenging for the WWE Intercontinental Championship. Only a few months into his tenure, he would be matched up against a face that would ultimately become one of his most familiar and hated rivals, Triple H, Hunter Hearst Helmsley. Seemingly overmatched by a more seasoned opponent, a youthful Rock would demonstrate all the traits that have come to define him in the years since. Tenacity, high IQ, and that legendary Samoan strength to ultimately surprise Helmsley and kick off the first championship reign for Rocky Maivia. It would be the first step of a journey that has ultimately led The Rock into the pantheon of WWE's elite. So now it's all in your hands. It's up to you to showcase the undying drive that makes The Rock the hardest worker in the room to deliver a shocking upset against the Greenwich snob himself. Guide The Rock to victory over Triple H at a very special Thursday, Raw Thursday, to give the first jolts to what would become the most electrifying career in sports entertainment.
And here comes the #1 contender, at least for tonight, Rocky Maivia.
The following contest, scheduled for one fall, is for the WWE Intercontinental Championship. Making his way to the ring is the challenger from the South Pacific, weighing in at 275 pounds, Rocky Maivia.
A blue chip talent with a bright future.
On his way to defend the Intercontinental Championship, Hunter Hearst Helmsley.
His opponent from Greenwich, Connecticut, weighing in at 246 pounds, the WWE Intercontinental Champion, Hunter Hearst Helmsley.
Helmsley is scheduled to face another challenger at an upcoming show this Sunday, and he's taking the risk, stepping in here against a newcomer, Rocky Maivia.
Well, you can consider it risky, you can consider it overconfident, but any way you look at it, it's a dangerous move by Helmsley to take on an athlete who has been on a real roll. Rocky Maivia has been successful thus far in WWE, and Rocky is focused. Rocky is only thinking about tonight.
Saxton, just curious, have you ever exercised your right to remain silent? I am tired of all this talk about Rocky Maivia. Yeah, he's been on a roll, but it could all come to a screeching halt tonight at the hands of Hunter Hearst Helmsley.
Looking at the champion, I guarantee there is no doubt in their mind as to who is leaving this match with the title around their waist.
The Intercontinental title hangs in the balance. Tonight in a match between our refined champion, Hunter Hearst Helmsley, and the young challenger, Rocky.
To the sky!
He fails to connect. Hunter on the receiving end. Intercontinental Championship at stake right here in Lowell, Massachusetts. We're expecting an emotional night for all of us, considering that Shawn Michaels will forfeit the WWE Championship live tonight.
Yeah, I saw a very dejected HBK earlier today. I couldn't even get him to crack a smile at all.
Well, that's just because no one's ever happy to see you, Saxton.
Thursday Raw, Thursday. Getting kicked off with a title match for the Intercontinental Championship. #1 contender, Rocky Maivia, versus the champion.
This is quickly turning into a slugfest.
Giving up now is not an option. They have to finish this. Neither competitor is backing down. Oh! The willpower, the sheer guts of these two. Oh!
Both absolutely drained, but both refusing to give up. Each exchange just sapping the energy from these two.
Exhaustion setting in, and neither one of them is letting up.
There is the people's punch.
And Rocky there not showing any signs of being intimidated.
Before this match, I was talking to Helmsley, and he said he can beat the snot out of this Maivia kid in less than 10 minutes. In fact, he was showing me on his watch. Did you know he has a timepiece that costs $20,000?
Confident words from Hunter Hearst Helmsley. Not sure how relevant his timepiece is to this match, though, Corey.
It isn't relevant. I just wanted to share an example of how far ahead in the game of life Helmsley is.
Oh, brother.
Ow. Elbow drop.
Piercing.
Helmsley has no control here.
Maivia keeps bringing the energy, and Helmsley has no answer.
And Rocky is delivering solid damage, but needs to remember to get Helmsley in the ring. The title can't be won outside of the squared circle. And just an uncalled for, underhanded attack there. Oh, what a quick answer. And watching from home is Rocky Johnson, the father of Rocky Maivia, former WWE Tag Team Champion.
I must admit, I deuce to the sky.
Diving splash from the top. Incredible impact.
Cobra clutch.
The Cobra clutch is in.
In trouble here.
A couple of elbows to the jaw, and that'll break things up.
Great.
Here we go for the championship. Quick count after one.
We are this far into the match. Where is this energy coming from? Jeez, and now Rocky has damage to his face.
And even before the bell rang tonight, I think Hunter Hearst Helmsley has been trying to frustrate Rocky. He's trying to say, hey, young fella, we're going to do things at my pace, not yours.
Rocky, the 6'5", around 270-pound stud, just has to keep his cool. Don't take any unnecessary chances against a cagey competitor the caliber of our Intercontinental Champion. Oh, stuck between the corner and a splash.
Float up.
Uh-oh.
Block the effort and cut them off with a shot to the gut.
Rocked by the clothesline out of nowhere.
Soaring. Missile drop kick.
Maivia took to the sky and executed that high risk perfectly. I don't think Helmsley had that scouted at all.
Hunter whipped into the corner. Nobody home. Rocky hit hard. And now Hunter looks to take over this match.
Helmsley muscling Maivia up to the top turnbuckle and a big right hand.
Helmsley with something big in mind here for his challenger tonight.
Well, this is just blatant disrespect from the arrogant champion.
Almost daring Rocky. Hey, you really want my title? You really think you're going to be Intercontinental Champion?
Up to the top. Hooking Rocky into a superplex. This could be it. Can Hunter capitalize? This could be it. Hook of the leg and a cover, and Rocky stays in it, getting his shoulder up.
Still not enough to put out the flame of Rocky Maivia.
Hunter has to be asking himself, what else do I have in my arsenal? And I think we may get our answer, gentlemen.
Yeah, it's just a matter of time, I believe, before this one's over. Hunter hooking Rocky, taking his time, looking to put him away.
Maivia just collapsed.
This just shows you how much damage Hunter Hearst Helmsley has inflicted on the challenger in this matchup.
I think Maivia's done. Official might want to step in, call this one.
The official checking on Rocky. Hunter Hearst Helmsley believes this is close to being over. Lifting him back up again. Rocky rolls through. Shoulders down. Rocky wins the title.
Rocky Maivia has shocked Hunter Hearst Helmsley.
Here is your winner and the new Intercontinental Champion, Rocky Maivia.
We have a new Intercontinental Champion.
In a family of elite combat athletes and top-tier performers, the final boss has always stood out, even when he was just a blue chipper. But there wouldn't be a final boss, there wouldn't even be a bloodline if it wasn't for The Rock's grandfather, the High Chief Peter Maivia. You can think of him as the first boss, predecessor to the tribal chief.
He is one of, if not the foundation for our family. The Anoa'i Fatu Maivia wrestling dynasty. I don't think there's anybody more responsible for what's going on now than the High Chief himself.
Peter Maivia isn't simply one of the two principals behind the sacred blood bond. He's also an incredibly decorated professional wrestler who traveled the world and won titles everywhere he went. New Zealand, Japan, Europe, and here in the United States, where he enjoyed especially successful runs in Hawaii and California. Maivia would eventually find his way to WWE, engaging in legendary battles with the likes of superstar Billy Graham. His larger-than-life personality would win the WWE Universe over in short order, as it had throughout his entire career. In the ring, High Chief Peter Maivia was a potent blend of brawn and grappling technique, often muscling his opponents down to the mat through a variety of joint locks and then switching to more painful holds once grounded. His sleeper hold and stump puller were both feared and renowned, and make no mistake about it, Maivia knew there was always more than one path to the ultimate victory. Out of the ring, High Chief Peter Maivia also ran one of the most successful wrestling promotions on the planet, Polynesian Pro Wrestling, based out of Hawaii, showing his mastery of the business in every aspect. His induction into WWE's Hall of Fame class of 2008 was supremely deserved, forever enshrining Peter Maivia as the legend he always was. And now, we present to you the opportunity to walk in the boots of the legendary High Chief Peter Maivia, facing off against one of the most legendary WWE rivals, George the Animal Steele. You will settle this score once and forever, and showcase the overwhelming strength of Peter Maivia, which has ever since remained as a hallmark for every single solitary member of this bloodline. Steele is no easy battle, though. He thrives in the chaos, one of pro wrestling's true madmen. He'll even try to eat part of the ring if he thinks it'll help him break you down. So do your best and honor High Chief Peter Maivia properly with a resounding victory.
Uh-oh, somebody call the local zoo.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is a steel cage match. Introducing first, from Detroit, Michigan, weighing in at 275 pounds, George the Animal Steele!
I'm not even sure the cage can contain this man.
And strolling down the aisle, the opponent of George Steele, Peter Maivia.
Always a chaotic matchup.
His opponent from the Isle of Samoa, weighing in at 275 pounds, High Chief Peter Maivia!
Steele had better keep an eye on Maivia because Maivia is a true brawler.
Few men can handle the chaos of the animal inside a steel cage, but I believe the High Chief is ready.
Maivia carrying such pride into the ring.
Very stark contrast to Steele.
We'll see which prevails tonight.
Steel cage match underway. Peter Maivia versus George the Animal Steele. Most of the matches between Peter Maivia and George Steele have ended inconclusively, but this time we'll have a winner.
These are two very different men, Cole. The High Chief is a man of great pride and respect for the ring, while Steele is, well, he's an animal. I can't think of two opponents with more opposing styles.
You said it, Corey. Let's just hope this one gets taken care of in the ring tonight. George the Animal Steele might be a bit of an underdog here. In fact, he lost the match by countout to the High Chief.
In Steele's defense, I'm not sure he knows how to count exactly, or how to read a rule book. So he's got to be happy to be in this cage.
Well, Maivia is called the High Chief in part because of his commanding presence in the ring. He's more than ready for what the animal will throw at him, even inside a cage.
What an overhand chop. We've seen that Steele isn't above using a foreign object to gain the edge against Maivia. So he's got to have the advantage in a match where they're surrounded by one huge weapon, right?
Well, you'd think that, Cole, but think about how these men...
Double-leg takedown. Gonna stack them up here.
Shoulders pinned. Reverse the leverage and into a pin.
He decides this isn't the moment.
Hope he doesn't miss his chance because of this choice.
George Animal Steele is not a wrestler. These two trading one blow after another. Oh, ouch! Big shots being fired right now. Neither competitor letting up. The fight is on, and it's furious.
Slugging away with everything they've got. So much pride, so much resiliency on display. We all know what he's thinking here.
Bam! Axe handle from the middle rope. Oh, no. Oh!
Opportunity is just a few feet away now.
Powerbomb.
Gentlemen, we've touched on the differences between Maivia and Steele as competitors. One man based on order, the other on chaos, but it's reflected in their looks, too.
Indeed, Michael. Just look at the sculpted physique of the High Chief. And the tribal tattoos on his body are extremely intricate and definitely eye-catching.
And Steele is, well, he's an ugly creature. Enough hair on his upper torso to classify as fur. Folds in his bald head. He's like a modern-day Neanderthal. Headbutt!
Look at my... Maivia going to work on the animal.
The High Chief has all the answers right now.
Boom! Return fire with a headbutt.
Two-handed choke slam.
Some folks call Peter Maivia the Flying Hawaiian, and the reasons are obvious for that moniker. But guys, how has he earned the other nickname of the High Chief?
Well, Cole, Peter Maivia is very close to the Anoa'i family. In fact, Peter's considered a blood brother to the patriarch of that clan.
When you add on the fact that Maivia was born and raised in Samoa, you can see the great pride he has for that land and its people in the tribal ink that covers his body.
Ah, look at this, just cranking it out. Cranking the head. And now going to start the climb up the cage. From the heavens, crash landing. The High Chief Peter Maivia really making a name for himself at WWE, but he's had plenty of experience on the way up.
Plenty of championships on the West Coast, but he's made the biggest splash in Hawaii, where he earned multiple tag team titles.
Oh yeah, Maivia is a huge celebrity on the islands. In fact, I've heard some consider him the personification of Maui.
Ah, what a smash!
That is just insulting. The animal may be wounded prey at this point.
The High Chief closing in on a successful hunt.
Cranking the head. Peter Maivia is looking unstoppable now.
And you can see Steel is struggling to weather the storm with the High Chief.
From behind. The animal has to be elated to be in this steel cage against one of his biggest rivals, no less.
Yeah, Byron, we've seen the animal brandish a weapon against Peter Maivia before when it was against the rules. The High Chief better be prepared for Steel to get even crazier.
Oh, Maivia is prepared, all right. The man is extremely tough and agile. In fact, the High Chief's entire body can be considered a weapon.
Double leg takedown, got the shoulders down.
Beautiful.
Might sneak.
What's he doing? He had this match in the bag.
Ooh, a wave of hard-hitting offense from him.
Yeah, Maivia has really figured the animal out here.
Big back body drop. When a man like Peter Maivia signs up for a match with the animal, he doesn't know what to expect, just to expect anything in the world.
Peter Maivia knows full well that he's in for some unusual treatment tonight. In fact, Steel often has trouble finding opponents due to his erratic nature.
But when it comes to competition, the High Chief wants to prove he's worthy.
It could be all over. No idea what he's planning here.
Yeah, I don't think it's anything good, Cole.
Uh-oh, headbutt.
Nothing fancy there.
Peter Maivia now with the upper hand.
Steel now just trying to survive.
Maivia gets stonewalled. Peter Maivia very tough, but he also has movie star good looks. Quite the combo.
And it served him well, Michael. In fact, the High Chief has major acting and stunt work credits to his name. And who knows? Maybe we'll see the Maivia name on Hollywood billboards again sometime.
Uh-oh, this is not going to look pretty. Submission being applied. The stump puller.
Trapped in the clutches.
We have a tap out.
And the High Chief defeats the animal.
Here is your winner, High Chief Peter Maivia.
Anytime these two have faced off, it's been eye for an eye. But the steel cage has finally delivered a decisive victory for the High Chief, Peter Maivia.
George Steele is one tough animal, but the way Maivia faced him in the cage tonight just reinforced what everyone already knew, that the High Chief is one tough Samoan.